Hello, my art friends. How are you today? On day 7 of World Watercolor Month. And our word for today is melt. So I'm going to be using my Inktense. And let's start. This one was from yesterday. This was hat. I didn't do a video on this, but I really wanted to do, what do you call it? Now the word escapes me. I really wanted to do the hat that Rory wore in the Gilmore Girls in the movie, but it looked really complicated. But yeah, so that is that. Let's cover it up so we don't mess it up. And today's word is melt. I try not to do the most obvious, like an ice cube or ice cream, but melt is a little hard, so I forgot to do is, let's try the Hanamule. This has not been working very well at all. As you can see, it rips for some reason. So what I'll do is, let's do the Hanamule. This is a Hanamule sketchbook. Let's do this real fast. Just go in there. All right, and then put it on. Although I do want it to stick because, you know, it is watercolor. How was your weekend? Mine was nice and quiet. 4th of July was wonderful. I am on Bogosiega Bay. So I got to see fireworks from all over. I swear to God, like 10 different spots. Gulfport, St. Pete, Madeira Beach, Treasure Island. And then there were some far away, there were some close, there were some people, and since I am on the water, I think there's a Airbnb across from me. I thought those fireworks were gonna hit the roof of our building, but we stayed safe. Thank goodness my doggy Jax is not afraid of fireworks or thunderstorms, because we were expecting lots of rain here in St. Pete. And it suddenly got stopped raining just in time for fireworks, I guess, because we were planning on just watching the PBS special, or, you know, there's so many other specials that have fireworks on TV, so we were just planning on doing that, but got to see them sort of in person. Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm going to do is, instead of drawing right away with the Micron, I'm going to do something else that I like to do is I'm going to paint first and then come in with the Micron, because this is going to be it's melty. You know, so what colors do I want to use? So I'm going to do a candle. Yep. And the colors I want to use, let's see. Well, let's start with the flame, which is going to be, it's going to start out as white. Let me get that started. You might not be able to see it, but I just want it in there so that when I do the background too, there. Because the background's going to be dark. Probably, you know, I always do Payne's Gray. I'm going to have to do something different. But we'll see. We'll see. So then, since this is melty and the candle is lit, let's go in with a nice glowy, what's a nice glowy? This mango is glowy. Ooh, that is glowy. That is kind of glowy. But I want it watered down just a bit. I might have made that flame a little high. There we go. And this candle is kind of squatty now, but that's okay. That's okay. And then it's got some tiny bits of, let's do some of this like pinkish here. Ooh, yeah. Tiny bits of pinkish there. And the thing is, with Inktense, while it's still wet, you can, you know, do this kind of layering stuff. But when it dries, you can really, really layer. And then let's do a little bit of this orangey layering here. Looks the same as the fuchsia, sort of. It might dry differently, so let's see. And then I want to just take regular water and kind of fan that out. Let me go back in with my mango. Go over the top of that. And then this turns into like a purpley. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. And then let's just do like melted bits here. This is going to be fast, I think. I say that every time. It's like I say that every time. And let's just do some melty bits here. Melty bits. I say that every time. And I haven't done the inside because I really want this to dry first so I can do the inside. The inside's just a little bit darker there. Well, that's a pretty candle though. I gotta find pictures. When I had my house in New York, I had a wood burning fireplace, but on the fireplace bottom, whatever you want, not the mantle, but on the bottom there, I found this huge. I bought this huge wine bottle. It was like 5 gallon wine bottle. It was huge. I bought it at a yard sale at the house, couple houses down the street. And what I did is I literally bought dozens of, you had to find candles that melted, and I let it melt on the wine bottle like an old Chianti bottle, but this was a big bottle. I'm gonna find a picture of it and I'll put it at the end because I love the thing. I couldn't bring it with me because just moving it would, I did it over for like 3 or 4 years. So there was so much, it kind of built up too. So there was no, it would have just broke. So I left it with the house when I sold it. Hopefully they kept it. But so let's see. Let's do this just a tiny bit darker in here. There's the flame. And we'll just go over that because we're gonna do the wick is gonna be micron. And I'm gonna have to make the depth, I'm gonna have to do the depth with micron to show the depth. But we'll see. Once we put the wick in there, I think that'll show the depth as well. I know, and the thing is, the reason why I do this is because I'll start with these just blobs. And then when I get that micron, I'm telling you, like my motto is micron fixes everything. And it's just wonderful. So around the edges too, let's just do a teeny bit. Let's get some more mango in there. And let's just do it around the edges of this, really lightly, of this flame. Just really lightly, and then I'll take water and kind of fade it. There. That looks cool. And then there's like a burning ember on the inside. Let's just of course micron will fix this all. It will. I promise. I promise. Maybe a teeny tiny bit of yellow. Oop. Maybe it's just a little bit of, there we go. And then, oh, I like the way that dried, except there's something going on here. Let me clean that up with my blender brush real fast. Let me see if I can clean that up. Alrighty, and then just there. Plus, I'm gonna use dark. Use dark. What color? Oh, you know I'm gonna do blue. You know I'm gonna do Payne's Gray. But we're just gonna do it. And maybe that will be my theme throughout all of these paintings, is a little Payne's Gray in every single one. And then we're gonna really blend this out with water. Really blend that out, especially around the flame. What happened here? I don't want lines, but I've got lines. More water. Oh. I hope this dries really light because I don't even want any color there, really. See, Inktense is just a little bit different than watercolor. I might be able to lift it a little bit, but once it dries, it's in. Watercolor, you can lift even after it's dry, but not Inktense. Not Inktense, so I gotta be careful how I throw this in. I don't like these lines, but there's nothing I can do now. So I'm just gonna play with that. Let's just do, of course down here we don't mind. I just wanted the flame to have some kind of like aura, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. Lots of water. Lots of water. All right. Maybe the layers might come in. They might look okay. Maybe it looks okay. It's kind of cool. So let's let this dry, and then I'll come in with the micron. Yeah, I think this is dry. Let's go. I'm gonna use the 5. You know, these 5s are, oh, that's an 8. Nope, it's not an 8. It's 2. This is a 2. Where's my 5? All right, this might be a little thick, but. So let's start with this first. And I like to use the layers also, so let's see. And these are, that is kind of thick. But look at that. Just got to do all the drips. Just doing all the drips. Oh yeah. Here's a drip. Drip. These are drippy. Oh yeah, these are drippy. Drips. Oh, look at all these drips. Do some drips in there. Need some drips in there. So now let's just get this really, this is the wick. See how that kind of sets apart. I like to keep those like that. And then oh, I hate to outline that like that, but there we go. And then you can see this is the background. There we go. So these lines are really thick, but I had an idea I was thinking about. when I did this. Let me find it. Here it is. Everybody likes this Chinese white, the Derwent Chinese white. I want to go in and just, let's cover that up first. And just do like the edges here. You can barely see it. But that's okay. It's kind of what I wanted, right? Just do some, just the edges. This is just me winging it. That's okay. Just the edges there. Just to give it like a glowy glow. And I like that. It looks kind of cool. I don't want to get too crazy with the white either. That's just right in the puddles here. Maybe there. They would have been nice at that, but that's you know, these 5s are really thick. Let me just see with the 2, that's the 8. I don't really want to just maybe here. Just a little shading with the 2. Just a little bit of shading. A little cross hatching. I know it doesn't, the white and the micron doesn't make sense. A little cross hatching in there. This to do shading to let you know this is like a hollow. I don't want to touch the flame or anything. Maybe just a little bit, You know how those dancing flames, just a tiny bit. All right, there. Now it looks like an apple. I don't know why I'm shading with the white, but I don't think I've ever done a candle before. Just some shading, cross hatching. Dots. I think that I'm just going to leave it. This was not my greatest, but it is for today's word is melt. Now let's just see how these work. Oh, not bad. Maybe it is the Hanamule on the Hanamule. Maybe I just have to use the Hanamule tape on the Hanamule sketchbook. And maybe because I kind of did it here first. Much better, much better. That's nice, actually. Very pretty. Very pretty. All right, maybe just a touch, just a couple touches here. Let's get some orange. Just to do a little shading there. A little shading. Just a little bit. There you go. There we go. Just a little bit more contrast, maybe. And then maybe inside Not too much now. Gentle, gentle. Gentle, gentle. There we go. Just a little. Maybe I didn't need the white. I don't know. Love these colors though. Oh, just love them. Okay. Maybe lose and don't. Just don't. Okay. Okay. We're done. We're done. Step away. Step away. Oh, I hope this isn't too long now too. So let's do this. Today is melt. And today is the 7th. Why do I do this? You know, I just thought of. I used to have a boss that had these beautiful brown, chocolate brown eyes that just melted. I could have done those too. That was a long, long time ago. Not bad, not bad. I like it. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. See you in the next video.
Babe, this thing ain't working out. I think we need a new direction. You're at home in this small town and I'm just feeling fenced in. No need to complicate it, it just goes that way sometimes. This is your place, I'll find mine. You take the house, I'll take the